So Christie's sides might actually be clueless. Like, she legitimately might be clueless as far as coaching professional basketball is concerned. Because I just saw a session today and an interview that I'm legitimately like in shock. I'm in shock in the year of our Lord 2024 that we are allowing a coach who legitimately believes shooting long twos, and I'm not saying shooting mid-range shots, by the way. Mid-range shot is a mid-range shot. It's needed in basketball. I'm talking about 2 feet inside the three-point line long twos. Those foot-on-the-line shots that actually think that is good, and that is good for spacing. So a clip kind of went a bit viral of the Indiana Fevers practicing their shooting sessions. And the person that was at the session says it's just a shooting drill. They normally do shooting drills. They normally work on the 3-point shot, whereas today they decided to work on the long two. And I was really confused, and I'm like, and initially when I heard that, I'm like, oh no, she's just working on mid-range shots. Like, surely when she's talking about the long two, she means mid-range shots. No. When Christy Sides has been talking about the long two, she means the long two. Like, she actually means the somewhere between the mid-range and the 3-point line. The long two. The long two. In 2024, the long two, a shot. By the way, the mid-range shot can free up other things. The long two, off the catch as well. She's not talking about coming off and dribbling into the long twos or pulling up from mids. No, she's talking about spotting up at the long two. Making Caitlin Clark spot up at the long two in drills. And like basically saying that like the ball's stuck, there needs to be more space. And like when she was saying that, like normally that would be, okay, yeah, we just need to start getting some shooters, give some space around Boston, give her the ability to attack, be able to just kick to some shooters and just overall play more efficient basketball. No. That was in response to her basically why she had the team practicing long twos. Long twos. Just get Caitlin Clark out of there. Because they're clearly not going to fire her. They should have fired her already. Like, that is negligence. Like, that is not learning anything about the sport of basketball over the last 10 years. And, like, initially I thought, as bad as it was, her basically criticizing Caitlin Clark in public, her saying that Caitlin Clark needed a mid-range game is actually true. Caitlin Clark needs to be able to do something other than layups and threes. And an awful lot of Caitlin's game, in fairness, when she gets in, she has a decent enough good touch around the basket. She can shoot the mid-range, just chooses not to. Like, there were times for Iowa where she shot it well. There was time for Iowa where she got inside, shot some pull-up jumpers, so she clearly can do it. She just hasn't done it yet in the WNBA, which is fine. First of all, you don't criticize your player publicly, and you also don't point out a player's weakness. I know all the other teams know it, but you don't point out your own player's weakness in public. But no, we act like I gave her some sort of benefit of doubt, thinking she is a WNBA coach. Like, she got that job. She got the Fever job. They gave her the job. She has to at least know something about the sport of basketball. It doesn't seem like it. It genuinely doesn't seem like it. And maybe, like, I was going to say, maybe she could be a great coach. I mean, last year, her first year coaching the team, they went 13 and 27. They won 13 games. And this year, they might, if they lose tonight and go 0-6, they're definitely not beating the Aces and going 0-7. So they'll be 0-7. Like, we might be looking at a team that has somehow gotten even worse. And again, that's where the issue is that seems to be clueless. She legitimately seems clueless. She doesn't have a clue what lineup works. She's not, like, she wants the mid-range shot, but she won't play her mid-range shooter. Like, they drafted Grace Berger in the first round last year. I know it was a weak draft class, but she literally, her game is the mid-range shot. Her game is the mid-range shot, and you are giving out. But you know what, actually? The problem is that, she shoots mid-ranges. She doesn't shoot long twos. Who shoots long twos? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Who shoots the long two? The long two. Like, it's the single worst shot in basketball. And, like, I genuinely was like, okay, it's a bit weird practicing in, like, your shoot-around session, working on shots where working on non-game shots on game day, I never really understood. But it turns out, no. These step in, catch and shoot long twos are actually what this coach wants her team to shoot. I was lost for words when I heard the interview. Like, I can't believe it. Like, this Fever team are going to suck. Like, they're going to suck. Like, if they win, it's not going to be because of their coach. Like, surely there are better coaches than this. But at the same time, the Indiana Fevers have sucked for so long. They're literally paying Wheeler. She was the highest paid player in the league at one stage. She's the 7th highest paid player in the league, and she averages 4 points a game. The reason why they paid her was because no free agents ever wanted to go to Indiana. Like, they couldn't get any free agents. So, man, why couldn't the WNBA do what people are accusing the NBA of doing and rig the draft? Send her literally anywhere but Indiana. Literally anywhere. If she goes to if LA get that number 1 pick, and she goes to LA, oh, that is box office. That's box office. Her, Rickea Jackson, the Sparks actually have players. They actually have players. And you know what? Considering the way that Christy Sides wants to play, why not just go and take Cameron Brink. Take Cameron Brink if that's the way you want to play. They should have just passed on Caitlin Clark. And I'm not joking. If the club, if they want to take the side of Sides over, like, they need to choose. Like, I've said it before, they need to choose. I think she's genuinely bordering on the incompetent as far as coaches go. Like, I genuinely thought she wasn't a good coach, but I thought there was at least some sense in what she was saying. I don't know if there's sense to this. I actually don't know. Like, does she not realize that just whipping out a calculator? So if you go and you get a calculator out, let me just get my calculator up. So if you go and you get the calculator app out right here. So I'll show you it on the screen. So let's say you shoot 50% for 2. So 2 by 0.5. That is, you average 1 point per shot. And let's go and show you guys. We're shooting 33% from 3. 3 by 0.33. 0.99. If you shoot 33.5% from 3, you're averaging more than 50% from 2. With Aliyah Boston shooting basically exclusively 2s, leading the league in field goal percentage at 57 last year. If Caitlin Clark shoots even 35% from 3, her efficiency is going to be that of the highest field goal percentage in the league. And then it's going to free up her inside the key 3-point line where she's going to shoot close to 50%. So, like, you don't even need to be a high-level basketball coach to point out just the math around how dumb the long 2 is. And considering you're going to shoot the same percentage from the 3-point line as you are from a foot inside the 3-point line, but she wants the shot from the foot inside the 3-point. I can't believe what I just listened to. Oh my God. Yeah, this team is screwed. Maybe it's not Aliyah Boston's fault. Maybe they're just screwed. I'm not gonna lie.